I'm Fiona Foster, and now I am a reporter on ITV1's Tonight programme. The run-up to the launch was very exciting, for me anyway. I'd worked at a couple of other BBC local radio stations, and it was clear to me that this was a very different animal. Here was a station that, you know, I would listen to for pleasure on my day off, which really, to be honest, hadn't been the case with the others. We were playing tapes of the music, the type of music we'd be playing, I think, for days before we launched. I'd been there probably one of the earliest actually to go, because my contract had ended at Capital and had come probably a few months before we actually got on air. And it was a really exciting time. When I first arrived, there was a bit of resentment, understandably, from the old guard who were now moving out. But once people started arriving, it was just a terrific buzz, because we all thought we're doing something here that we'd listen to and that is new, and the time was right for it.
And you were one of the very first voices on air. You didn't sound nervous at all.
Well, that first bit, I think, where I say on 94.9 FM was recorded, and then I think we went into Nick Abbott saying hello and welcome to the station, and then he threw back to me for the news, as I remember. And I was very nervous. It was such a big build-up. It was so tense and exciting, and I was so glad to get that first bulletin out of the way. I can't tell you.
And who got to decide who the first record was? Was it Trevor, or was it a group discussion?
Well, the first record, I remember Trevor going around the office canvassing opinion, and it was such a hard thing. We thought and thought, and I think in the end it was Trevor's own suggestion. And looking back, I think it was a touch of genius, actually. It was inspired because it kind of said everything that GLR wanted to say.
And the thing that's amazed me, that doesn't seem to happen with radio stations, is that they seem to have worked it out beforehand, and it seemed to stay pretty much on that form. Was it all very carefully thought out and planned? I
think it was hugely well thought out. I think Matthew and Trevor, between them, had obviously got this blueprint of what they wanted. They wanted intelligent speech, they wanted smart, witty presenters, and they wanted a really good, strong playlist. And I'd never worked at a BBC local radio station where the music was so important, and it was clear that the music was going to be such an important part. I mean, I was used to scrabbling around in the library looking for Neil Sedaka on non-needle time. So for me, it was just a revelation. And I think they had this plan, and like two military generals, they just went for it.
And what would you say about the legacy of GLR? What's it done for broadcasting today?
I think GLR is important because it made people realise that there was a space for this kind of AOR, intelligent, speech-based programming, and I don't think there was anything to rival it at the time. And now, you know, you see a lot of copycat stations, I suppose, in a way, people who realise that that is a mixture that a lot of people of a certain age want to listen to.